Trailing Cincinnati's Cinderella Bengals 14-0 at Riverfront Stadium, the Bills reached deep for the resiliency that was so much a part of their personality.
It is now first down and 10 for Buffalo with 2:03 remaining in the half. A play-action pass. Ferguson throws long, and it is taken in full stride by Butler down to the 10-yard line. Ferguson waiting, and here is Cribbs over the top and in, and the Bills score. 14-6 they trail. And Ferguson pitches out a run to the left by Cribbs. Cribbs cutting back, breaks his way, breaks the tackle. He's in the clear at the 20, the 10, the 5, touchdown! Joe Cribbs, and the Bills can tie it up. Oh, what a run!
We're gonna get him. We're gonna get him. Before we leave here, we're gonna get him.
Joe Ferguson cocks the arm, walks, throws, and it is caught by Butler for the touchdown!
We got it! We got it! We got it!
Butler's catch evened the issue at 21 all. Injuries to starters Joe Cribbs and Roosevelt Leaks cut deeply, however, into the Bills' offensive arsenal. A late Bengals touchdown went unanswered, bringing down a premature curtain on Buffalo's championship ambitions. A playoff loss is bitter medicine. But in a season when NFL fortunes rose and fell with astonishing quickness, the Bills proved they belonged in the company of the heavyweight contenders. Their Eastern Division championship of a year ago was no mirage, and their 10 victories this season in the tough AFC Eastern Division were no illusion. This team was no shooting star that burns out as quickly as it appears. The Buffalo Bills are not papier-mâché. The Buffalo Bills are for real. Buffalo fans whose support and enthusiasm ranked them at the head of the NFL class were anxious for the Bills to launch their defense of the AFC Eastern Division crown. Could Buffalo build on its title base, or would the Bills float aimlessly back to earth? On the first weekend of September, the Bills sent doubt running for cover with a textbook performance against the New York Jets. Buffalo's high-powered offense flogged the highly regarded Jets 31-0. But as Baltimore learned to its regret in week 2, the Bills were just tuning up. In 2 outings, Buffalo had established itself as one of the ranking NFL powerhouses. The Bills were undefeated, had outscored their opponents 66-3, and looked every bit the part of a playoff prospect. What New York and Baltimore witnessed was the birth of the most productive offense in the history of the Buffalo franchise. Quarterback Joe Ferguson directed the attack with poise and precision as the Bills broke the team record for yards gained in a single season and ranked among the top 10 offenses in professional football. One of the principal offensive weapons, Clemson product Jerry Butler, possesses a wealth of athletic skills. Cover him casually, and a short out becomes a 50-yard score. The former first-round draft choice's swift feet, sure hands, and fluid moves can be an unstoppable combination. Butler's 8 touchdown catches in 1981 led the Bills and represented 1/3 of their scoring production through the air. His total of 842 receiving yards was the best for Butler in 3 professional seasons. Joe Cribbs seems to appear from nowhere. He's always going somewhere. Joe Cribbs, who makes the extraordinary look ordinary. Cribbs caught some by surprise when he galloped into the company of Campbell, Dorsett, and Payton as a rookie out of Auburn. Cribbs isn't a surprise anymore. If anything, he improved upon his AFC Rookie of the Year exploits. Joe Cribbs is a revelation. His slight frame houses an energy fueled by nuclear fission. He bursts. He glides. He accelerates to breakneck speed. In 1981, Cribbs went over 1,000 yards for the second year running. He scored 10 touchdowns, caught passes for over 600 yards, and always delivered in the pressure situations. In the postseason, with everything on the line, he averaged nearly 6 yards per carry and scored nearly half of the Bills' playoff points. Joe Cribbs, economy-size physique, giant-size accomplishment. With Cribbs and Frank Lewis, Buffalo boasted a first, 1,000-yard rusher and 1,000-yard receiver on the same team. Lewis was master of all he surveyed. He exposed their flanks, left them for dead deep. He enveloped, surrounded, dominated, and frustrated secondaries throughout the NFL. In his 11th season, Lewis's bountiful talents came to full flower. He paid a price as defensive backs set their sights on the gifted veteran. Lewis took the abuse and returned it in kind. Wise in the ways of the pro football wars, he would not be intimidated. Annoyed defenders asked with disgust, "Can anyone cover this man?" Frankly, in 1981, no one could. Lewis shared the AFC lead in yards gained as a receiver and caught a total of 70 passes. But he saved his best game for the playoffs, catching passes for 158 yards and 2 touchdowns in the Bills' wild card victory. He set a team record for pass receptions, receiving yards, and won election to the Pro Bowl. Lewis was ready. The Bills were ready. And Miami awaited in Week 6. Buffalo's supercharged offense figured to have its hands full with the undefeated division-leading Dolphins on Monday night. A full October moon shone like a spotlight on the Bills' leading man, Joe Ferguson, who lived up to the advanced billing with a performance that more than met network standards.
Bills have a first down at the Miami 28 with 1:19 left in the first quarter. Cribbs in the backfield. The throw is good. Into the 10. 5. Touchdown. It is Jerry Butler. What a perfect pass.
Ferguson was like a surgeon. He just zipped it right out there, and bingo, 6 points.
Surgery it was. Ferguson operated on the Dolphins for 338 passing yards and 3 touchdowns as the Bills rolled to 31 first-half points.
McCutcheon and Leaks behind Ferguson. Here's Leaks, and he bangs in for the touchdown. And the Bills are putting it on here. Back to pass goes Ferguson. He throws over the middle to Cribbs at midfield. 45-40, 35-40. Down to 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Joe Cribbs with a sensational run. High formation again with the deep back Joe Cribbs. Here's a pass coming up. Ferguson toward the end zone. Touchdown. Jerry Butler wide open in the end zone. What a play. The Bills now are just blowing them right out of the joint.
The Bills cruised to a 31-21 victory, and Buffalo's Joe Ferguson was a matinee idol in prime time. The press called it parity. Journalists decried the absence of a super team. Someone to take a stranglehold on the rest of the league. Someone to dominate like the old Packers, the Colts, or the Steelers. What emerged instead was one of the most competitive NFL races of all time. Upsets were a way of life in the NFL, and the Bills were not immune. Buffalo lost to 5 playoff teams and was shocked on a November Sunday in St. Louis. Passes that once comfortably reached the receivers were now near misses. When calamity threatened, Buffalo turned to its uncompromising defense. Chuck Knox coached teams play defense with determination. In Buffalo, diverse defensive personalities find pride a common denominator. 2-time Pro Bowler Fred Smerla smiles occasionally, snarls often. From his defensive end position, ex-Ole Miss great Ben Williams has recorded 22.5 sacks in the past 2 seasons, and with partner Sherman White helped dump quarterbacks a record 47 times in 1981. Linebacker Jim Haslett is never late for appointments at the line of scrimmage and is always in a foul mood. Veterans Isaiah Robertson and Phil Villapiano stabilized the defense with experience and anticipation. And when an injury sidelined standout